But you made mention of it, Solly. How about Spags? I mean, Spags now has won 4 Super Bowls, 1 with the Giants, 3 with the Chiefs, the most of any assistant as a defensive coordinator, the most as any coordinator, any assistant in the history of the National Football League. Does he get in the Hall of Fame as an assistant coach? Is he the first true assistant coach to get in the Hall of Fame?
Look, I think there would be a really good case for doing it.
Yeah,
Um, the guys who vote on this are the writers. They are the guys who are supposed to be the quote guardians of our game, right? The guys who chronicle the day to day happenings in our game. And I always say that this is kind of how you define what a Hall of Famer is. We all know that they're great at what they do. They help impact our game in some way, form, or fashion, or at least help impact their teams, the cities that they either played or coached in. But can you tell the history of our game 100 years from now? If you look back and you're going to tell the history of the NFL, can you tell it without that individual? And I said this all week on Radio Row as we were talking about all the sort of people involved in this game, coaches and players alike. And I said, we've all known who Steve Spagnuolo is.
right.
He didn't have to win another Super Bowl. I said, this is the guy that stopped Tom Brady and Bill Belichick from having an undefeated season
Yep.
with the likes of Michael Strahan and Justin Tuck and O.C. Yimenura. They turned back one of the great offenses this game has ever seen. And every time I see Spags, I said, the guy who created the game plan that stopped Bill Belichick in his tracks. And he's such a humble guy, he just smiles, but he likes it. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
Because I don't know that enough people give him credit for what he accomplished. I saw that game plan. The game plan for that game itself should be enshrined in Canton.
Yep.
Okay.
I agree.
So that's how I've always seen Spags. I'm happy that he's doing what he's doing now, and winning Super Bowls. And you're right, the only defensive coordinator in NFL history to win 4 Super Bowls as a coordinator. That's just phenomenal. And it speaks to how bright he is, how talented he is. For 2 years in a row, he's played with the youngest defense, and all he's done is won back-to-back Super Bowls calling defenses with a very young group.
Amazing. I mean, he gave up 16 points a game defensively in this postseason run, and to the Super Bowl victory. In this day and age, I mean, it was even when we were playing back in the day. You hold an offense 17 points less, you have a high percentage of winning that football game. In today's NFL, you hold these offenses to 17 or less, and he did it to the entire playoffs, including the Super Bowl. I mean, that's just an incredible run. You can't say enough about the guy.